This is just an AMZN on Wednesday, October 17th, 2018, and this is the choppiness we got today. What's pretty crazy about this is it opened up here just above our 1841 price, 1841 and something, I think. 1841 30 cents. Just above that, sold off really quickly, came right down actually to the pivots through here that looked like it was going to roll over and then rallied from yesterday. Actually did that multiple times. Could not get this to roll over from 1850. It just kept bouncing. I mean, it closed below it here, rallied. Closed below here, rallied. Actually retested really nicely. 66 cents above our line. And then did it again right here, bouncing really nicely. Any of these opportunities to buy off 1815 would have made something, but early in the day would have had to been aggressive to lock in those gains. This was kind of your best chance to get something that went a little bit higher, but you wouldn't necessarily have known, hey, hold on to it through here when it looked like it was going to roll back down like it was doing. But anyway, the big rally we had yesterday turned into a bit of an S curve, and it just was sideways today. So what I'm looking at is a bigger curve. So today was just the sideways portion. Any time to get in here, and I'm looking for a continuation tomorrow for this to somewhere be smooth here. Now, if we switch over to the daily, oops, hadn't loaded the daily. There we go. It's a bullish retest gap. It definitely retested. It could open flat and continue on up to around the 1870 price I'm talking about, maybe a little bit higher above this high, and then potentially roll down. Today was our first day losing that bearish momentum, but we also have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 candles since the squeeze fired, and we actually on this day got our furthest down. There was only 5 candles in, so everything since that has been somewhat bullish. I mean, this was a bullish gap and go. This was well, not as bullish. This candle was bullish, and even today's was a little bit bullish. Even though it's a bearish candle, it's a bullish retest. It definitely retested. But I'm saying it's bullish because it did a really good job holding this 1815. If we look at the options, at these lows, I'm going to show you what I was seeing early in the day, and was not very successful at trading it, but it's still pretty cool to recap. Let me see if I can get rid of was it studies? Edit studies. Theoretical price is bugging me. Okay, there we go. So the lows through here were coming into around $8. Which I thought was pretty cool that it was, right at the, what's that called? Right at the apex of this triangle from yesterday. It was right around 825, let's call it 850 even. You could have bought 850 and $100 R would have been 750. You could have done that here, not knowing that could have worked. Bought at 850, stop at 750. Bought at 850, stop at 750. Bought at 850, stop at 750 would have been stopped out. Bought at 850, stop at 750. Bought at 850, this work? Yeah. Stop at 750. Bought at 850, stop at 750. That wouldn't have worked. And then I guess possibly this one. Bought at 850, stop at 750. Maybe got a little gain, but probably got stopped out or trailed out for a little gain, a little bit of a. Sorry, trailed out would have been for a small gain, if anything, or just stopped out. Let's say you notice at the first setup here, 850 by 750, and didn't get into that one. I actually did get into that one because I'm like, this should bounce off of 1815, and it did. But I didn't exit up here because I thought it was going to continue on a little bit higher, or at least make a little bit of a triangle, not a triangle, a pennant, and then go up, and instead it came down and I got trailed out. I did move the stop up, which was good, and got trailed out. But could have bought 850 by 750 and exited at 12. And done it again, 850 by 750, exited at 12. Or even 10. Or 10, let's say 1050. That way you're getting 2R every time you do it. had you held out till 12, that would have worked really nicely in the first one. I saw it kind of rolling over at 12. I was hoping it was going to continue, and it just didn't. And then 850 by 750 up to 12, 850 by 750, and it got stopped out. So, I mean, if you're going from 850 up to 12, that's 3.5 hours. So let's say 3.5 hours on this, 3.5 hours on that. That's 7 hours. Minus an hour getting stopped out. Let's even give some slippage to that. So let's say you lost 2 hour on that. You're still up 5 hour. Do it again here. Get out at 12. That's another 3.5 hour. So you went from 5 up to 8.5. You do it again here from 850 up to 12. That's another 3.5. So now you're up to 8.5. Now that's 12. Try it again here. Got stopped out. So you're back down to 11. Try it again here. And let's see your break even. So that'd be at 11 then, right? I think that was 11. So multiple times doing the same trade, the same setup, not from yesterday, just looking at where that level was, but buying off of 1815, around 850 on this option. This is the 1850 call expiring this Friday. So 2 days from now. Buy it at 850, stop at 750, 850, 750, 850, 750, stopped out. 850, 750, got it. This, I think it was this one. 850. Yeah, this one. So, you can see the change that, after a number of these, it didn't, some of the premium got sucked out over these couple of hours here to the point that the option was worth 850 way up here, whereas before it was 850 here. Well, here, and then stopped out, and then here, and then here, and that got stopped out up here instead of at 1850. But if you were just doing shares, you would have had to have your stop a few dollars away, or you would have been stopped out in this case too, or wait till the candle actually close and then buy and close it here and then buy, close. Like I said, you waited until a bearish candle closed here. Maybe you bought on that close, bought on that close, maybe bought on that close, probably bought on this close up here. And then, yeah. But anyway, just seeing how this just channeled in here. Didn't quite get up to 1841.30. That would have been really nice. Overall, let me see if I can sketch on the screen. I was practicing this a little bit. I'm going to see if I can draw a triangle. All right, that's not quite what I wanted to draw, but I might be able to use it. Okay, so what I was seeing is a little bit of this. That's not going to work. Okay. Doing it with a diamond, but just ignore the left side of it. Some lower highs all day and some higher lows. Now this is just connecting 2 points, more or less. But you can definitely see the lower highs here. This is just consolidating. We did actually have a smaller range as the day went on. A much larger range at open. Looked like it was going to roll down. This was pretty phenomenal. Having the, if you're watching this as the day is opening up, you don't have these lines here. This looks like an amazing triangle, like it's just going to roll down, and it does. It retests. Okay, it's going to go bearish now. It doesn't. And then you have these. You have these two candles actually before you even have the bullish one. You have these two candles right here. After this Morningstar reversal, it's like, well, this would be nice to get above. I mean, you can trap any bear by getting in bullish at 1824, a stop, down here around 1812. I mean, that's pretty wide on the stock, not as wide in the option, but that then worked really nicely to move on up. And then once it got up here in this really small candle, it just didn't continue. So today was more of just a sideways resting day. So anyway, you can see the moves we made. Had some consolidation in the no man's land here, and then rallied. Now we're having some consolidation in this tighter range. And so we can totally bounce around between some of these lines and really go either direction. This could be a bit of a S curve and we roll back down, or we could just continue to rally up into the 1870 price and see what we do from there. So whenever you have sideways days like this, I hope you're looking for opportunities to do the same setup. You could also have gotten in with puts up here. And so that would have been a little bit different than buying 850 by 750. You could have actually been buying 8 by 7, 8 by 7, 8 by 7, and getting out at like 10 each time. So that would have been 2R. So buy at 8, get out at 10, buy at 8, get out at 10, buy at 8, get out at 10 or higher. That would have worked 3 times here. Wouldn't quite have worked here, but you may have been able to get out for a little bit of a gain. But had you done both, bullish and bearish, that would have been quite a few hours in the day. Or just do one, just every time there's a small candle like this up here, small candle, smaller candles, you're looking for that rollover, and that would have worked bearish. So if you're looking a little more bearish, do that. If you're looking a little more bullish, do that. It was harder bullish because you had these really large candles all down here, and you had some really small ones up here. And I always like looking for those small ones because you can get a really nice risk and reward ratio there. So hope this helps. Hope this is showing you some things that maybe you didn't notice before. Hope you enjoyed this video. Give it a like, subscribe, and let me know if you got questions. This is Justin AMZN. Thanks.